Hello, I'm Richard Simon, a spiritual support counselor for Samaritan Healthcare and Hospice. I'm also one of the monks of the Pine Wind Zen Center, the Jizoan Monastery in Chemung, New Jersey. And I wanted to bring you some techniques from our monastery, from Zen practice, to hopefully help you deal with some of the things that are going on in the world today, in our lives today, make it a little bit easier to deal with. So I'm going to show you some basic Zazen meditation, what's called in Japanese shikantaza, which translates to just sit. We spend our lives doing so much, being so involved and so busy. We often forget that we're human beings, not human doings. So I offer you this time, these 20 minutes or so of vacation time, of breaking away from your everyday life and your everyday busyness of mind, tension of body, maybe shortness of breath, to relax and to just enjoy being. So the first step has to do with the body. That wonderful vehicle that transports us through life, most of the time doing its job very well. And no matter how it does its job, it's done its job well enough to bring us together on this day. So we're so thankful. We thank God, we thank being for that. So find a place where you can be alone and quiet for the next 15 or 20 minutes. And if you can, sit comfortably. And usually we sit on cushions. I'm sitting on 2 cushions. I'm not sitting in a lotus position or even a cross-legged position. I can't do that. I'm kind of on my knees, raised on some cushions, what's called seiza position. And we sit comfortably in this position, as comfortable as we possibly can. You can sit in a chair. A chair is perfectly acceptable. You can sit on your couch, but try to sit forward so that your back is straight and yet relaxed. Your shoulders are down. There's no tension in your body, and yet your spine is keeping you upward and erect. And just allow your body to settle in. Just allow your body to be. Give thanks for this wonderful vehicle that transports us. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you may close your eyes. We don't insist on that in Zen practice. A lot of practitioners just lower their eyelids about halfway, gaze at a spot maybe 3-4 feet on the floor in front of them. And we sit quietly, allow the body to settle in, taking advantage of this vacation. For now, there's nothing that your body needs to do but breathe and sit and be comfortable and listen and relax. That's all we need to do at this point. So we do that quietly. I should mention to you that in terms of your hands, they could be anywhere on your knees or on your thighs. If you want to maintain sort of a traditional Zen posture For the hands, what we usually do is we take our left hand and place it on the fingers of our right hand like this, with the thumbs touching, so it looks like that. That's one of the traditional Zen Buddhist mudras, or hand positions, that we use. The next thing we're going to pay attention to is breath. The breath that animates us and keeps us alive. We could do for a little bit of time without food, without water, but breath, you're talking minutes, we'd be gone. So breath, prana, chi, the life force, ruach, that animates us and keeps us alive. So we are thankful for our breath. Some of us may not be able to breathe so easily. So we should just be thankful that we're able to breathe however we can breathe. So in some forms of meditation, when they're trying to tell you how to breathe, that's fine if you're able to do that. If you're not able to do that, just breathe in a way that's comfortable and restful for you. In Zen practice, the key is to pay attention to the breathing in and the breathing out. So we either focus on the rise and fall of our belly as we breathe in, as we breathe out, or our chest if we breathe that way, as we breathe in, as we breathe out, or the feeling of the air as it comes in and out of our nostrils. We do breathe in and out through the nose, but once again, if that's not comfortable for you, just breathe in a way that is comfortable for you. And we just pay attention to the breath. One of the hidden values, secrets of this, is that the breath always links us to the present. We can't breathe in the past and we can't breathe in the future. So our breath is always happening right now. And we get to focus on what's happening right now. So the body is relaxed and upright. And the breath comes and goes. Breathe comfortably. If it's comfortable to fill your lungs a little bit more, do that. If not, don't. But pay attention to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. You may want to count your breaths. So when you breathe in, 1, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, and so on up to maybe 10, and then start all over again. If you lose track of your breathing, come back to it. If you're distracted by thoughts or images, just come back to it once you've discovered that you're distracted. So let's take a couple of minutes and just watch the breath. And the next thing we want to look at is the mind, thoughts. We're constantly inundated with thoughts. And many of us believe there's nothing we can do about that. Our thoughts are our thoughts. But practice, spiritual practice, shows that we're able to gain mastery over our thoughts. It's not easy. It takes a while to do. And there's often misconceptions with meditation that the object is to stop thinking. And I don't know if that's possible. I don't think so. So we're always going to have thoughts. A teacher of mine once said, just because you have thoughts doesn't mean you have to think them. I like that. Just because you have thoughts doesn't mean you have to think them. So we have a choice what to do with our thoughts. And in Zen practice, we simply observe. We watch our thoughts as they float into the mind. We watch our thoughts as they flow out of the mind. Thoughts come and thoughts go. And with thoughts, often feelings come and feelings go. Memories come and memories go. And we notice them, but we don't get stuck in them. We do the thinking rather than letting the thinking do us. So as you sit in your upright posture, relaxed, honoring this vehicle of the body, and as you breathe, if you wish, counting your breaths, allowing the body to relax even more and the breath to come fuller and more even, we start to pay attention to what's going on in our mind in a very detached way. You may wish to see your thoughts as projected on a movie screen, just going from scene to scene, or as clouds that just come into the mind and then float back out of the mind. So let's take a couple of minutes and observing our thoughts, observing our reactions to them, and remembering to keep coming back to our breathing. Don't get discouraged. I've been doing this practice for about 40 years, and I still get lost in my thoughts, as do most practitioners at times. So don't think that you should be able to do this control so easily. It's not an easy thing to do. But watch the thoughts come, watch the feelings come, and watch the feelings go. So we've put together these elements of body, of breath, and of mind. And if we could be mindful of these things throughout the day, to pause in the midst of what we're doing and to ask, how is my body feeling? And can I take a little conscious control over it and relax just a little bit instead of remaining tense? How is my breath going? We know that if you breathe in a shallow manner, that tends to get you more anxious and less relaxed. So the opposite is to open your breath, to allow your breathing to come naturally and easily, and to settle into it in the course of whatever it is that you may be doing. This helps us to deal with pain. This helps us to deal with anxiety, stress, worry. So just allow yourself to be. And the mind, recognizing that our states of mind are variable. They come and they go. How often has it happened that we're upset or fixated on something and then a moment later it goes away or we turn to something else? So recognize that variable nature, that versatile nature, that changing nature of the mind. We say in Zen, in Buddhism, that all things are impermanent, even thought. So we're going to take the next couple of minutes to just put together what we've done and relax our bodies and be present fully in the body, and to breathe and to be fully present in the breath, and to allow our thoughts to come and allow our thoughts to fade away. On behalf of Samaritan Healthcare and Hospice, I want to thank you for participating in this meditation, in this session with me. May our efforts bring forth an end to suffering and the causes of suffering in the world. May our efforts help us to relax and help us to be productive as well. May we be blessed with continuing good health and the ability to serve those whom we serve so well. This is our prayer. This is our intention.